could get that carried away.
You remind me of my brother Danny. He had a big mouth too.
Oh, fuck.
Don, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Here we go with the mids. Here, play with the mids. Let's see your jab. Yeah.
It's just going to get madder and madder. How much rage is in you?
There you go. Now bring your stuff back high. Bring it back high, because you're coming back low.
I'm dipping down.
Yeah. Okay, walk around, shake it out. Breathe deep. Okay, come on with that jab cross.
So why would you come on a HBO show like that?
I remember you saying the guy was on the show, played the piano with his ass. I only remember little moments. I was scared.
You were scared?
Yeah. You know? Because when someone's on a comedy show that's centered around one person, and I'm saying this truthfully, when someone's on a comedy show that's centered around one guy, they were all spinning around you, you're in every frame basically, and you are, you know, fucking 8th degree black belt funny. So you come on and go, I can't have any ego.
I can't have what?
I can't have any ego. I can't have any ego!
Well, I didn't have any ego.
No, see, I can't.
Yeah?
You come on and you're there to be, you know,
yeah, but yet you bring
played with and have fun.
Yeah, you brought your power, though.
No, the power that I brought was implied because I was boning your wife before the show.
Ah.
You know. But on the show, it was all you. You have the power.
Hey, good. Beautiful. Bang, bang. Yeah, 2 more. Bang. Yeah, 1 more. Yeah. Oh.
That's like, what were we watching, Foreman Lyle?
Yeah.
You know that Foreman Lyle fight where they just keep hitting each other and they're standing there?
That's swinging his arm.
That's what you were doing. You were not moving your feet and you just had the power?
Yeah, that was good. He's anchored. Here, put your foot up there.
Well, see, you got to help me. I don't understand how come he's anchored, but if I stand somewhat flat, you say I'm not moving my feet.
You are 2 different people. You got 2 different things going on. You can't fight.
What do I have, fear in my feet?
No.
You can't fight what?
Everybody fights differently according to their disposition. Why would you want to stand and slug it out with somebody? It's just not, it's not who you are.
So you want to keep me more or less moved more on my balls of my feet, right?
Fight with what works for you, you know?
He can stand there.
And eventually what I would do is I would introduce both of you guys. He's got to dance and you got to stand in there, you know, so that you're comfortable in all places in the ring.
Because you know what the guy that trained me, he said, you know what your biggest problem is? He goes, because you're nervous, because you're afraid of the outcome, regardless of the size of the opponent. You're trying to get it over too quickly because you're nervous.
Oh, that's where his fear
You're
comes
trying
out.
to predict the outcome. You want to nail this guy. You're trying to knock him out.
Right.
You're trying to hurt him. You're trying to get him to give. In the back of your mind, you're waiting for somebody to come in and declare a foul and throw you out. There's an unconscious part of you that you want it to end. Because you can't do that.
So really, you're standing and throwing with power is
it's your way of taking control.
It's a fear. It's
an
a fear
attempt to
mechanism.
pay the check and go to the valet park and get out of here. It's the way I like saying check, please.
Remember, like I said, the thing that...
So he has fear.
Yeah.
See, that's what I think.
Now that I've seen you throw the right hand, what, are you kidding me?
All right.
Any given day.
That was not unnecessary.
That was true?
Yeah.
You got a good right hand. I wouldn't
could
lie
get-
to you. I totally was prepared to come in here both ways. I was going to come in here and go, okay, it's a comedy thing, and you're going to do something. And then I realized, you know, you got a good right hand. Am I lying?
No, he's right.
You got a good right hand. Your left hand needs a little work, but your right hand is strong.
So do you think that fear is what drives you sometimes, and I'm not kidding, in a scene, because you bring a lot of power to a scene? Do you also go into a scene and go, I'm going to win this and...
Yes. Yes.
I'll be damned.
I go into the scene and I say, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
See? So that's what
the scene
is.
requires.
That's what your essence is. And
I'm gonna win.
Mine is more dancing
I'm
around.
going to win. We're gonna get down to it now, or we're gonna get down to it later. We're gonna get down to it on page 1. We're gonna get down to it on page 5. but I am going to win. I just go in there and...
There's vulnerability in that, though, isn't there?
Well, in all styles, there's vulnerability.
Right. Yeah. And what was your experience then when you came in to do that episode, not knowing what you'd be walking into?
I was scared to death of you.
And what happened? What was the sense of
You
it?
smacked me around a little bit, you know.
Well, that's when you...
But that's what you do.
You took my parking spot.
Yeah.
You know, that handicap spot's for me, buddy.
The cold sore spot.
What did it feel like? What was the difference? What's the difference between that and going into work on Will and Grace?
Here's the difference. The people who are really, really funny people, like boxing, like people who are conditioned, and I'm not saying this to be convenient, that part of them is very well conditioned. So when you walk in, I'll think of things that are relatively funny in the rearview mirror on the way home, you know? Whereas when you go do the show, when you're around guys like him, when you're around Sean Hayes, when you're around people, Megan Mullally, when you're around, you know, Ray Romano, whoever the person who is the Zen master comedy person, you're around those people and they just sit there and go, you know, they just got it all the time. Whereas when you come on the show, you're like, am I ever going to possibly be funny enough to be on the show?
And then what did it feel like once you started
The
doing
writers
scenes?
do the smart thing where they write it where you don't have to be the funny thing on the show.
Okay, what did it feel like then when you started to do a scene? Did you feel like that was going on or not?
I could tell you were one of those comedy cannibals that was going to rip my head off and cook it and eat it right there if you wanted to.
Well, see, I don't think that's true, but that is what I feel with you when you're in the ring, you see?
Isn't that funny?
Yep, that's what I feel.
So now you have a little bit of a taste
But see, I never...
of how I felt back in 1992.
But see, I would...
How do you like it?
I would...
Come on.
I'm sorry we decided to do
Too much
this.
talk.
You know, Dave, I say full contact in a second. I don't care if I die. But I would never grab you and hold you against the ring like that. Did I ever do it at the show?
Yeah, that's great. Dave, can we carry on?
I think that answers it. Because I respect you and want to make you comfortable.
This is how I respect you.
By
This is how I
grabbing me
respect
and knocking what little life there is left out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. That's it. Come on. Keep your hands up. Elbows in. Come on. Good. Two more. One more. Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't think I was going to get a workout in.
Want to go with that?
I got to go.
Okay.
So dance with me one more time. Just dance. Come on.
Elbows in, hands up. Keep stepping, keep stepping. There you go. Keep dancing to your right, dance to your right. There you go. How about 60 seconds more? 60 seconds more dancing, we're good to go. Dance, Jonas, stay light on your feet. Keep stepping, pick your feet up. Dance to your right, G. Right, good. Good. Hands up, chin down, keep dancing. Yeah, good, good, good. Keep dancing, keep dancing, keep stepping. That's right. Step, good. Step, 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 keep stepping. Keep stepping. Hands up, elbows in tight. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Nice, step back. Walk around, shake it out.
See
Breathe
you in
through your-
court.
Breathe in through your nose. That was good. Good stuff. You have fun, huh?
It is fun. I haven't done that in a long time.
Outstanding. Very good.
So I'd like to keep in contact with you.